We do, and we don't have much time with them, I don't think, but we do have a special guest, James, in here with us again. I know he was a caller that called in last week, and I think we probably all got a lot of questions for James. How you doing tonight, James?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Hey, good to have you here on the StreamYard panel with us as well. It does seem to help. We got you coming through a lot louder here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we appreciate you taking your time to come over here and hang out with us. So I've been watching and following all your videos that you've had going out about updates and things like that, and it's pretty intriguing, man. How you holding up?
I'm pretty good. I developed a rash I'm assuming it's from the object, but I was at work the past week and it's kind of gone away. So I'm just coming home today and seeing the object again, kind of doing some experiments with it.
Oh, okay. And how's that all working out for you? Pretty good?
Pretty good. I had like a weird kind of scare today. I'm thinking it moved on its own. Some people say it rolled off the sawhorses in the video, but it kind of either fell off or rolled off and then kind of like burnt in the grass. So I have it locked up right now so it doesn't get away. Sounds kind of stupid, but yeah, that's what's happening today.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. What I know some other people got to have some questions. Old man, what do you have for him? I'm sure you've got some more questions you wanted to ask him last time and didn't get a chance to. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you said it burnt the grass. Are you getting radioactivity out of it?
I have not ordered a Geiger toner yet. I have one on my cart in Amazon, but I haven't shipped it yet. So, yeah, I'm assuming it is. It did some when I had it in my basement, it like the lights were flickering, which was some like EMF thing some guy said. So it's definitely, I feel like it's giving off some sort of electronic or radioactive signals.
Okay, so when this thing fell, did it do anything funny, move any different direction? Because you said you had to put it and lock it up.
Yeah, basically I started off today, I took it out of storage where I had it while I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my first test, I put some water on it, and then I started feeling those weird feelings again, like the despair and like pukiness. So I walked away for a couple hours. I came back and it was on the ground. So that's pretty much what happened.
Did you take any fluorescent light bulb or something like that and put it around it to see if you were getting any kind of energy?
No, I haven't even thought about that yet.
Usually, if you put fluorescent light next to something that's radiating energy, it would light up. It just excites the gas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can try that.
Yeah, fluorescent would be best.
All right.
So I've liked watching all the different updates and stuff like that. Have you gotten any, good advice from any people out there? I've noticed, your comment sections get full of a lot of people. Everybody telling you do this, do that, do this, do that. I mean, have you taken any advice from anybody or done anything like that?
Yeah, well, I put my email on the channel description there, and I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea because like I said, I have a few like death threats coming in from who knows who they are, but I don't really take them seriously right now. They don't seem too professional, but I called a couple people, like somebody was Stephen Greer's assistant. She said she was. I just called her and basically told her what I've been telling everybody. I didn't give her any other info, but a lot of people seem to want to do tests of their own on it, and I'm not giving it away anytime soon. So,
yeah, and I don't blame you at all. I wouldn't get rid of it at all either.
Yeah.
So what do you yeah, it's hard to think. LW, you got any questions? I mean, old man Bill, I'm sure you got more. You could probably ask more.
Sure. I mean, I got a question for you. When you're taking time and looking at it, is there anything that you're noticing that's out of the ordinary about it in particular, just when observing it, not touching it or anything like that? Do you see any micro motions or hazing around it, anything like that at all?
Not really. I guess, I mean, it's so like mirror polished that sometimes I feel like I see a little distortion on the outside of it, like kind of like you would see if like, you know, the road's heating up and you're driving and it kind of looks wavy in the air. It's
Mhm.
kind of what I feel like I see, but I'm not really too sure about that.
Do you feel like you see that, you know, frequently though, or is that just like you've noticed it a time or two?
I've noticed it a time or two, and
Okay.
it's not too big of like an area around it. It's like only a couple millimeters, I would think.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you have an AM radio by any chance?
And a ham radio or an AM radio?
It's an AM radio, something that goes to AM.
Yeah, I think I'd have a radio around here.
Okay, turn it on and go around it and see if anything spikes as you turn the dial around it. Sometimes you get interference with it, or the speaker will start making noise on its own if you're getting a frequency out of it.
Okay, I could try that too. Yeah, tomorrow I should have time.
Yeah, have you made any leeway on what any of the markings are or anything? Has anybody given you any insight into that? Because that's what really made me curious was a lot of those markings.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's Sanskrit, and there's like some Hebrew on there, they say, but I mean, I'm wondering if this thing is either extraterrestrial or if it's some like occult satanic thing, or that somebody's playing around with in the desert. I'm not sure. My latest theory was maybe there's like some demon or entity trapped inside of it, and that's like something on the outside is some spell to keep it in. I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff works though. So
Right. What was the name of that sphere that a lot of people were relating it to?
The Boobosphere or Bubbosphere or Boogosphere. Sorry.
yeah, that's. I'm getting a lot of emails too about that, and people want me to hand it over to the team of the Boogosphere, but I mean that's like in Mexico or something.
New Mexico.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
found
of
that thing in
course.
like Peru or something.
Yeah, and everybody's always going to try to want to get their hands on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as soon as you give it away, it's gone.
Uh-huh.
Like you'll never see that thing again without a doubt. You know that's not going to stick around.
The
I mean, has
hardest,
it- go
the
ahead.
hardest part is going to be finding somebody that you can trust to actually run some tests on it, so you
Yeah,
can
I
figure
know.
out what it is. I mean, but you got to be able to trust somebody to do that, and that's going to be, I think, the hard part.
Yeah, that's true.
Has anybody made any kind of offers to you or anything like that, trying to get it, or any where you at with that?
Not like money wise, I haven't really gotten any, and I'm not looking for any money, so I don't really care. But a lot of people are just saying like, yeah, I have the equipment. You can hand it over to us. Everything will be fine. We'll do it securely, and you can watch it the whole time or something. But I mean, for now, I'm keeping it.
I don't blame you.
Mhm.
Not at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of it at all.
I wouldn't either.
I would definitely hang on to it.
Oh, yeah.
Not give that to anybody. Just in case anybody doesn't know, James, if you don't care, I'm going to pull up, at least show these people another one of your videos here, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. And have you had, while I do this, I just want to know, you did say that you had a rash and, that's gotten better?
Yeah, it has gotten better since I've been at work, which, I mean, I've been away from the object. It's been about a 2-hour drive to work, so I've stayed in a hotel and I've been there the whole time. But yeah, it hasn't even been itchy at all, and it's kind of going away. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's a definite plus. Not having a rash is always better.
Did
Yeah.
did any of your skin like burn or tingle or anything like that outside of the rash? Like any exposed skin that either contacted it or was in proximity to it? Because sometimes there's like a potential for like radio frequency burns and stuff, and it's weird because it feels like a sunburn, except there's nothing. You really can't see anything.
Yeah, that could have been what the first thing was, because when I first dug it up, I touched it with my hand, and like my fingertips I felt a burning sensation right away. But it kind of
Yep.
it went away within like a week or two. But I mean, it didn't feel like the average burn, I would say.
So something strange about that, right? Like if you were to actually take the temperature of it with like a laser, or something like that at a distance, it probably wouldn't be any beyond ambient temperature. But as soon as you touch it, you add your inductance into it, like that actually, could initiate that burn.
Yeah, that would be possible because every time I pick it up with like a glove, it seems like it's rather cold too. So
Yeah, you really need a oscilloscope next to it. You put the probe next to it. All you do is just take the oscilloscope, connect the little wire piece to the probe to it, put it next to it, and if you get a frequency out of this thing, then you definitely got something on your hands.
what's oscilloscope exactly?
It's just a little device that measures frequency. You can pick up a real cheap one for $30 on Amazon. And
Okay.
all you're doing is you're putting the antenna next to it. I think on the one on Amazon, it has a little antenna. You're putting it next to it, and you're just looking for a frequency to come out of it. And it should tell you where it is.
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll add that to my cart then before I order some stuff.
Yeah, the first thing I would do is put the light next to it. Get a confirmation you got energy. Then spend a little more money and see, you know what I mean? Cheap Geiger counter to see if it's any radioactive. Oscilloscope's even cheaper than the Geiger counter, and just check out if it has a frequency to it.
Okay.
One other thing is, and I don't know how close or how much you want to mess with it, you can always put a wire around it and take it to a voltmeter and put it on the frequency setting and just see when you touch those two on there how much it gets. Those are fairly cheap at the you might even have one.
Okay. You like a copper wire, wrap it around the thing, or is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just enough to get a little bit of conductivity to it to see what it has, if there's any energy coming out of it.
Okay, I could try that too.
And sometimes things like this also work off of excitation reaction. So any sort of stimulus could potentially amplify the effect significantly. So that's something to bear in mind too.
All right.
So have you, I noticed a lot of people, have you tested it at all for, radioactivity or anything like that?
No, not yet, because I have been trying to get a good Geiger counter. So I found one on Amazon. It's like about 200 something. A lot of people are telling me to get like this cheap, like $30 one, but it's not even. I'm looking, trying to do my research on them, and it's not like it's gonna even work for what I need it for. 'Cause it'll like only detect a certain amount, and I don't know. It's like a cheap knockoff one. So I'm gonna get a more expensive one to get better results, I think.
Yeah, and I wonder if you can't exactly go ask to borrow one. People would be like, what the heck are you trying to borrow one for? But
Yeah. No
you
kidding.
might attract more attention trying to do that.
Right.
But you definitely would want to test it for something like that, I would think, because you don't want to end up, you know what I mean? You don't want to end up sick from this thing either. So
Yeah. I'm happy I'm not yet. Yeah, maybe it's it feels like there's a lot of mental stuff with it too. It's like a lot of these feelings I get, or it's like something starts in my head, like despair and like disappointment, and then it gets to my stomach, which makes me want to puke. So
Sounds like my rock, Nathan.
Oh yeah. Well, also when you turn on a Tesla coil and the frequency's not right, immediately you want to throw up.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So what normally I would do in that situation is go out outside, take off my socks and shoes, put my feet right in the dirt, and just let anything that was in me discharge. That's exactly what I would do, because then all that stuff comes out of you. You got to remember your body has energy in it, and if you're messing with frequencies that don't belong in it, you have a bad reaction. You need that energy out of your system as fast as possible.
All right. Yeah, like ground myself, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah, Nathan, have you dealt with radioactivity and things like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anytime you take a Tesla coil, put a second one inside of it, you're dealing with radioactive stuff all the time. And it acts funny. You get heat and things that are really feel like they're boiling hot, but they're actually room temperature because there's such a high RF, but that sometimes disguises as RF when it's really radiation that's getting to you. You will also get two other things with the radiation. You may get skin blisters that'll start to pop up, which I saw it on your leg. That really concerned me when you showed that. And the other thing is sickness when you're in proximity to it. And if it's putting off the frequency like you showed with your lights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just take the bulb down from on the ceiling there, because I think they're fluorescents I saw in there, and just check it, because if it's radioactive, then you're going to get it right there.
Get some good pictures of just
Oh, yeah.
markings.
Okay.
And I'll put those in the video too for everybody.
Now, Nathan, you could probably, like, he was asking the question about, you know, what kind of Geiger counter and stuff like that. I mean, do you have any advice for him on that? Like how he could, you know, something to test it with that would be, so he's not wasting his money trying to buy, you know, something too expensive or something too cheap?
I'll be very honest with you. Usually you want to spend about $100 to $150 on one of those things. So, like I said, the first thing I would do is check to see if you got energy. Then I would buy an oscilloscope for $30. Check it, see if you got a frequency out of it. You know what I mean? Or just find your AM radio to see if there's anything weird that goes on around it. Then spend the real money on the Geiger counter to see exactly what you're dealing with. And if you find anything, then you're going to have to seal this thing in some lead.
All right. Yeah, I'll note some of this down here and what I should do next.
Yeah, whatever it picks up on the Geiger counter, just Google it, you know what I mean, and see exactly what it tells you it is. Because some of the stuff, you may want to hang on to this thing, but if it's giving off that, you don't want it anywhere near your house.
Yeah, that, and be smart about how you share that type of information once you have those results, because that's a surefire way to get a knock on the door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You got something radioactive, the government finds out, they're coming for it.
Is that illegal to have, or how does that work?
It's not the issue of whether it's going to do anything to you. It's what it does to your neighbors and everything else, and the liability of it. So,
right.
they'll immediately remove it.
Yeah, I mean, you probably wouldn't be in significant trouble in any sort of way, but if you think you're going to keep it under that circumstance, you'd be dead ass wrong.
Okay,
Right,
so I
think
just shouldn't post the results, then you think?
Well,
Well,
we're not lawyers here.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just go ahead and state that. But what I would think probably I don't know where Mr. Duggar is. He's our YouTube lawyer. He does specialize in bird law as well. But he, I would say you would probably be, like, at this point, you don't know if there's anything wrong with it or not. Mm-hmm. Once you take, so right now, I don't see where there would be any problem, because, you know, it's basically ignorance at this point of not knowing. Once you test it and you find out, like, say you do find out it is giving off a bunch of radioactivity or something, at that point a responsibility may bear upon you.
Yes.
Once you know.
Right.
So, I mean, I think the first thing to do would be to test it, find out, and then you're just going to have to weigh out your options there, you know.
Okay.
I mean, that's my advice. I don't know if do y'all agree with that?
I mean, that sounds like good advice to me, man. And that's what I'm saying is, if you know, make the decision at least yours, you know, and you know, maybe with some people that reached out to you, as opposed to somebody else's entirely, right?
Right. Yeah. That sounds like good advice to me too.
I like the way you're thinking, though, and who you're reaching out to that would deal in this kind of thing. I think when you get to the email portion of it, and if you have some kind of results to show them, they're going to take it really seriously. And if you let them know that you think your life may be in, jeopardy, or that you have any kind of physical ailments from it, they'll come out faster than you think, you know what I mean, to retrieve it.
Right.
So can we explain, because some people aren't quite sure what they're looking at. I don't think they were here last week. And so can we explain where you found this, and can we kind of just highlight where this came from? And
Yeah, you want me to explain it, or
if you,
or you
if you
guys?
could,
Yeah, this is your baby, so take it
Yeah.
away, sir.
Well, basically, I was on a road trip heading to Vegas, and I was camping out in BLM land, like pre-camping kind of in the desert. And I woke up one morning and I'm like pretty laid back, not planning on going anywhere soon, just enjoying the morning. And I'm outside of my car and I see a glint in my eye. It's up in the air, flying around, zipping around back and forth, kind of like it's observing me. And then eventually it started making me feel weird and feeling like the dreading feeling again, and like a little bit of pukiness. And I started packing up to leave. And then I heard a thump like way out there. So I went out there, found this pile of sand, which is in my video, and it was under there. It's like, I don't know how deep I'd say, but the sand was covering it, so it had to have fallen at a decent speed to make that happen. And yeah, I first touched it with my hand. I mean, that's kind of dumb now looking back at it, and I burnt myself. So then I picked it up with a shovel, put it in the back of my car. I had a little tub in the back with the cargo hitch there, so it wasn't in my car. And drove back home with it. I started asking online if I should post it or not. People said I should, and I did last week and a half, and here we are.
Yeah, it was buried about a foot and a half into the ground is what it looked like.
Yeah, I would say with like the pile on top, yeah.
And then, so since then, you've just posted it out, been putting out videos and updates, and I mean, it seems like it's caught some traction there. A lot of people have been looking into it. I mean, how many emails do you think you've gotten on this thing?
I mean, I probably get like 20 to 30 a day still. And there's just a ton of people thinking like, oh, you're not responding to me. You don't really care about this thing. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of schizophrenia people out there that I feel like are just emailing me like, oh, I had dreams about this object. It's mine. I want it. There's a lot of that going on too. So,
Traveling Fools,
Yes.
did you see that what Status Quo had said about he was a nuclear plant machinist, and he said that he showed up here late, but it looks like a test bullet for testing of pipes, and the one he's speaking of is definitely radioactive.
oh, really?
So, yeah, makes me wonder if
A
there's
test bullet, you said?
yeah, a test bullet for testing of pipes.
Okay. I'll try to look into that too, I guess.
Very cool.
Yeah, here's a comment right here. I came here late, but it has the looks of a test bullet for testing of pipes, and the one I'm speaking of were indeed radioactive.
Wow.
That's kind of chilling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
How far away was the closest nuclear power plant? Maybe it shot out one of the pipes after testing and
Yeah.
landed
Possibly,
in the
yeah. But I mean, would that explain it flying around? I'm not sure, because then it would have came straight down. But I don't
I
know.
don't think it would explain the markings either, would it?
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, the markings are very odd. And I know I asked you about this earlier, but I mean, have you had any luck deciphering? Because I know a lot of people were writing these down and stuff like that, trying to figure that out.
Well, the most interesting thing I found was that, well, first of all, the triangles on the ends, they're like flipped. They mirror each other on the opposite side. So, like, it makes another hexagram if you would lay it out the front and the back end, because they're like mirror image of each other. And then another thing was, in those triangles, there's two lines. There was like some guy on Reddit, he shared a Reddit link with me and said that a different guy found like a UFO or was being abducted or something and saw that exact same marking, was a triangle with two lines on it. So that's kind of worrying me too.
Yeah, that would make me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan and I, we do a lot of stuff with a lot of different geometry and field geometries and things like that. And one of my specialties is actually pulling geometry out of stuff and then kind of keying it together, trying to make sense of it. And I've been fairly successful in the back. And I mean, I haven't done it with yours in the past, but like I haven't done it with yours. The thing is that it is very similar to a lot of the geometries that we often see when we're deciphering, even like ancient field geometries and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So what like now that you're home this weekend, you plan on doing any tests this weekend with this thing?
I guess I'll maybe get like a radio and see if I can, or find one of those light bulbs, those fluorescent lights, and I'll definitely test that out. And then, yeah, I'll kind of do what you guys are telling me, I guess, and eventually get a Geiger counter.
We had a question in the chat. Where were you camping?
It was, I don't want to say the location right now, just because of whatever, keeping my identity, but it was within 100-mile radius of Las Vegas. I can say that.
Okay. Did you have any inclination there was any more, or you just this one?
I guess, no, I don't think I saw any more in the area, because I kind of was freaking out and got out of there right away. But yeah, this is the only one I saw. Unless there could have been multiple. It could have been multiple because it did like shoot off. I couldn't see it anymore for a few minutes and then it would come back. So who knows if this was the same one, or it could have been a couple of them coming in.
Yeah, definitely interesting stuff. And I did try to look into that. I wonder if there's a way of, like, have you done this yet? Have you drawn those lettering? Have you drawn those out, like, on a piece of paper yet?
I haven't, but there's been plenty of people on I think 4chan and Reddit who did that. They have it like digitally, so I'm sure I could get one of those and post it somewhere, maybe put it in one of the videos as a picture.
I would be interested to have that, and maybe we could look into that, running it through some, AI software and stuff like that. Maybe we could come up with some kind of, something. Maybe AI could help configure that. If you get the opportunity, why don't you try to do that yourself? Draw those out. And I mean, we don't even mind helping. You could shoot them over here, and we'd stay in contact and try to help you figure out what it might be saying, possibly. So.
All right, yeah, I could do that. If I do, I'll definitely, maybe I'll email you guys and post it in the next video for tomorrow or something.
So I'll make it easier for you. Just take a piece of paper, put it over top of it, and then take pencil lead and just scribble over the top. It'll make all the lettering for you.
Oh yeah, that would work too, I guess.
Yeah, or just take a high definition still photo.
Yeah.
Well, and I was going to say it'd be nice to have it straight on, like, so that you can see all those markings and how they are, around the. Yeah,
I did. I took a couple pictures like that, but I mean, the way it's angled, it's kind of hard to read all the ones on the side, but I could still do that again. And then just take it like a few of the outside so you can read them like head on.
Yeah.
Because from the top, they kind of look a little bit small because they're right on the edge there, but.
Yeah.
It's really hard looking at it, from these angles to see, what they actually are. But it would be neat to have it from, the 360 written out in the one line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could. I think I'll get on that tomorrow, actually, because I do have a lot of people asking. I mean, I have enough footage of it around the whole thing, but I should probably document it all in one place.
Now, is the lettering the same on both sides?
It's not. The only thing that is the same is the triangles and then that Star of David and the few symbols around it. But as far as the lettering, it's a little bit different. It's definitely the same language, but it's different.
I do have an interesting comment here from Aaron Nunn in the chat. Have you bothered to take a compass anywhere near it?
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, I haven't done that either.
That would be. Do you own a compass?
I could probably find one somewhere. I think my dad might have one for the boat or hunting or something.
Right. That would be very interesting to take a compass and move a compass around it and see if it changes, you know, the magnetic north or anything like that on there. That would be, you know, what a compass does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, lots of good things going in there in the chat.
Geiger counter. Okay.
Oh wow. So Nathan, what else you got for him? I know you're the scientist here.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. It's just interesting. I wish I had something, you know what I mean, that I was close to you. I'd just come over and test it for you. You know what I mean? I have everything you probably need. But,
yeah, that would be nice. But
Yeah, you're on the opposite sides of the country.
yeah.
What about you, Straight Dope? You've got any questions about this thing?
I mean, I'm very fascinated by it. I think that it runs in parallel to a lot of the stuff Nathan and I both do and that we explore on a regular basis. It's just, you know, without kind of experiencing it firsthand, it's very hard to tell, you know, what kind of energy might be coming off of it. Or, I mean, I would presume there's some sort of internal situation going on, but it may not be too. Sometimes just having different layered materials is enough to cause effect, and you know, that's another realm of it too. So what you see on the outside, you know, might not be the full thickness of the material, and it could very well just end up, because what did you say, it weighed like something like 35 pounds, 31 inches, 31 and a half inches long, 5 inches wide. That's what you said?
Yeah, it's 31 inches long, and it's, well, the last time I weighed it was 15.8 pounds.
I mean, okay, so, okay, 15. So, I mean, yeah, that's a little lighter. So, I mean, it's definitely hollow at that point, you know. So, you have to think about what's in the walls of it that's probably causing this.
Yeah.
You didn't hear any rattling or anything like that when you were carrying it about and carrying it back?
No, I've shaken it a few times and have not heard anything at all inside of it. So,
So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't think-
something to consider too. Yeah.
but yeah, the one thing is, I don't know if I mentioned before, but it's not magnetic in the center at all. But once you get to the edges, it becomes magnetic. So, not magnetic of itself, but like a magnet will stick to it. So the sides, like a fridge magnet, it'll just barely stick, and then if you get way to the end, it'll stick on there.
That might have what to do with you know, magnetic field geometry, and because realistically, you know, if the material itself was magnetic, it would be magnetic here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to know.
Well, no, because it could be how the radiation is building out in it.
Right, how it's building out. Right, I was thinking field geometry, exactly that.
Because you're going to get a magnetic field out of radiation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get RF. You're going to get a little bit of a magnetic field. You're going to get radiation. You know what I mean? And it's going to kind of feel like static electricity a little bit sometimes. You're going to get all those effects coming out of it if it's radioactive.
Okay.
And especially if the core, see, the problem is here, you don't know if it's a compressed core of radioactive material or it's just the whole thing is radioactive. And that could be the big thing. Now, if it was the core, I'd imagine that rash would be 10 times worse. It would, because then it'd be building out the energy everywhere. My thought is it would be the outside that'd be radioactive of it, not the inside. So, yeah, you got to check it to see what kind of energy is coming off of it, man. And if you get a positive on the energy, just get the Geiger counter right away. I think that's what the whole chat is saying right now, is you need to find out for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound like I'm downing you, but this coincides with something that Nathan and I were actually talking about earlier on our show. You know, about things that kind of counteract gravity. And the idea there is that you have a radiation field on the outside, but the inside is not the radiation field. The inside is actually not radioactive at all, in the same regard, right? So it has to do with energy vectoring. And anytime you have a cylinder geometry that's coinciding with electromagnetic forces, what ends up happening is you get all these different vector paths for the energy to travel. But again, if you know, obviously, you saw it flying, provided it was flying and it was defeating gravity, it's because it has a radiation field on the outside. That's how it builds a gradient and differentiates itself from its outer environment to be able to keep the differentials, energy differentials, different enough to sustain the effect.
Right.
Yeah. So, what Nathan's saying is dead on, really coincides right with everything that we believe and experiment with.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
definitely.
anti-gravitic, you're absolutely going to get radiation out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, you need to start running these tests tomorrow, though. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're at all worried, you need to figure that out first to make sure you at least in your own mind know what you are dealing with. Let's say you, LW, you got any comments on this? No, if LW might not be with us right now. Haven't heard from him. How about you, KJ? You got any questions you wanted to ask about this thing? Oh, you're muted, so.
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would suggest to you, though, I like the radio idea that Nathan came up with. I mean, I think that would be interesting, and the light bulb, too. I think that's like a good starting ground. Because if you put a fluorescent light bulb to it and the gases inside started, then like right off the bat, step back, let's go on straight to, buying something to do better tests. And I don't know where, like if you're buying one of those, Geiger counters or something like that, I mean, can you just freely buy those, or is there not some kind of, are you getting put on like a watch list, like if you buy more than this many firearms in a year? I mean, how does that work?
No, you can buy them. You
Okay.
buy them right on Amazon. Some people sell them. They have their own on like OfferUp or something. But yeah, they're readily available, and you can get one for $30. But if you get the light bulb to light up and everything, I would spend the money and get the good one, and then stay in contact with people that you were mentioning earlier that would be into this type of thing, and not the government that covers it up, because obviously you want it to be able to get out to the right people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's just weird. I mean, I wonder how many people buy Geiger counters. That just seems to me like one of those things that I would never think to buy, but I've never found anything like this, so never had to go down that road.
Oh no, they're going to be people, and I'm sure he's already seen it. That just want it, no matter if it's radioactive or not. They just want it, and like you said, in their dream or something, they saw a vision of it. There's a lot of stuff that goes with something like this, man, and you got a lot of emails, probably a lot of people on your channel asking the same question. You know what I mean? And people who come over that want to test it, if you don't trust them, man, I wouldn't let anybody in your house.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, at this point, like, if somebody wants to like meet with it or something, I mean, I'm gonna bring probably a friend or something and be armed, I feel like. So yeah.
Yeah,
100%. I wouldn't be going out and meeting anybody in a dark alley with this thing.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely be careful with that. Yeah, I see Gutters is dropping your channel there. I'm going to do the same thing in my chat too, so people can keep up with your updates there.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I'll definitely drop it.
I already dropped it.
Yeah.
In yours.
Oh, you did in mine too. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
And LW's. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I'm on it.
That's pretty cool. Well, guys, you got any other questions for James here while we got him? I mean, I feel like there's going to be like 50 things that, as soon as we let him go, then I'm going to be like, oh, crap, we didn't ask him this.
Yeah.
Nah, man, just be safe and be smart.
Yeah.
LW's back. LW, you got any questions on this thing?
No, I sure don't. I'm learning more than anything.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, definitely go out there and test that thing tomorrow. What were you saying there, Straight Dope?
I was just saying, be safe, be smart. That's the only thing I have to say on the subject.
Yeah, I'll try my best. I mean, I'm not too experienced yet. I'm a young person, so, but I'll try to be safe.
No
Right.
bragging.
Yeah, get that light bulb, get a distance, get that AM radio. Two easy ways to check to see if you got frequency coming off of it. And then as soon as you get a positive, then get down and get a Geiger counter and check it. It's for your own safety.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely do that. And yeah, keep us posted, James. I mean, if you want to, if you want to come back next week and give us another update, we'd love to hear from you. So.
All right.
you
Yeah.
just,
Like this is the first, this is the only podcast or anything I've really called into. So I guess I'll just continue here.
Cool.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that. And I mean, we'd love to have you back on. We do this every Friday night. So, you're more than welcome to come back weekly and give us your updates. And, you know how to get in touch with me. So if you need any help from any of us or any of that, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will do everything. And like I said, if you can get us a drawing or a better picture, maybe take a 360, still photos of the way around that. I would love to get those letterings and write them out and try to put them through AI.
All right. Yeah, for sure. I can get that done tomorrow for you.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You can just you got my email. You can shoot them over to me and shoot the photos over.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, guys, for having me on again.
Hey, James, we appreciate you, man. You got any last words you want to say to anybody out there?
I guess if you're watching, I'm not in this for the money, so you can offer me anything you want, and I'm not going to take it. I just want the truth out there. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you, and we hope to hear back from you next week. And I'd like to hear from you tomorrow with those pictures. That would be super cool.
All right. Sounds good. You guys have a good night.
All right, James.
Thank you,
Thanks
James.
a lot, buddy, and be safe, man.
Good night.
Thank you, James.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, James.